We're here in Thinkcloudly. This is a platform where things happen. Me, Destiny, I'm chiming in from Wisconsin. I have been here, I sat here, I joined the webinars, and I listened to other people's success stories. I made the decision to embark on the course. And some months back, people listened to my success story. So, what is going to be your success story? Tomorrow will be a turn. Somebody will be sitting here listening to you, telling us your journey, how it all started, how you came from a non-IT background, and now you're an IT person. You have transformed your life. You have transformed the life of some other person. Thank you, thank you. We welcome you. I see you people joining in. Welcome, welcome. We appreciate you taking time off your busy schedule to be part of this journey. Today, we'll be talking about finding a job. The title says finding a job is not easy. It's a myth. This episode is going to emphasize on the professional guide over how to search for a job opening. Sometimes we got all these skills, and then sometimes we're like, okay, how do we do? What is the next step? This is a very important aspect of this, because sometimes you go to school, you finish, you don't know what to do. But this today, when you go through this webinar, you're going to understand how to start this journey. After having all the certifications, the knowledge, now what do I have to do? How do I jumpstart my life? How do I get onto that platform? How do I thrive like the other people are thriving? So we welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you. Thank you very much. I know it's so hard, but I know you've made the right decision. I know you've taken your time. You're not going to regret what you have done today, because trust me, when I did my courses, it took me a while because I didn't know how to figure out how to get into the job market. But thanks to Think Loudly, I'm talking today. I'm a success story. Those of you who were here a couple of months ago, you heard my story. You've heard the stories of many other people. And trust me, as I'm telling you today, it's going to be one of you who just joined today. Come and testify that this day I joined, and today I'm telling my story, how I was a non-IT person, and now I'm an IT person, and I got this job in this company, and this is how this has transformed my life. Today, we'll be talking about somebody who made the right decision, somebody who decided that, okay, I'm a non-IT person. I'm going to follow the trend. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to put something different, and took a course. And today, we'll be listening to somebody who will be telling us their story. So today, quickly, just to run on the agenda, we're going to talk about the success slogan, who we are in Think Loudly, our webinar offer, how to get a job opportunity. That's going to be handled by our professor, our big guy, Naman. And then we're going to have a short quiz, and then we're going to have questions and answers. I hope you're all ready. So right now, I'm just going to be letting into this room the person who is the star of the day. He's going to tell us his journey, his story. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm very excited. I don't know if you're excited. Are you ready? So I'm here now. I just want to welcome this gentleman, the star of the day. He is called Ibukun. Ibukun, are you there?
Oh, hi, everyone. Yes, I am.
All right, over to you. Tell us, give us some excitement. Tell us some exciting story. Over to you.
Okay, so hi, everyone. You guys have made the right decision by joining Thinkcloudly. I personally came from a non-IT background. I had my bachelor's in accounting, and I worked in finance up until last year, when I decided to, take a course with Thinkcloudly and all of that. So I took the course, I took the exam, I passed, and I started applying for jobs. Currently, I'm a solutions architect with Bell, earning six figures. The process wasn't easy. I think I finished my course and everything like September, and I got a job by like December, right? So I think it's just about keep applying, like put your head down, you get to learn a lot basically from in the program. Like I took the AWS program. I learned a whole lot in the program, and that was useful for me in like applying for jobs, doing interviews and things like that, right? There was a lot of coaching and mentoring from the Thinkcloudly team. They always give me advice on the kind of roles to apply for. They even did the play of like interview prep for me. Just like a sheet of, this is what I'm going to ask you. This is what you need to know before you go into interviews, things like that. Right. So it was really, really useful. And, you know, I was really glad I took this course. It's basically transformed my career and even almost my life so far. Right. So that's just a little bit of, you know, my progress and, you know, what this course did for me personally and, you know, in my career. So it's basically just encouraging everyone to, keep attending classes, keep applying for jobs, things like that. You know, everything is possible. You know, everything is possible. You don't particularly have to come from an IT intensive background to break into IT, right? You can just, you know, keep your head down, do the work, put in the work, and, you know, you'll be able to get a job for sure in IT. And jobs in IT pay so well. You know, I know people earning 200, 300K, right? So it's just about doing what you need to do and, you know, never get discouraged. Sometimes it might seem like it's not easy. Learning to build pipelines, learning to do this, learning to do that. You know, it might not be the easiest thing. But if you keep at it, if you keep applying, if you keep applying yourself, if you keep, you know, trying, I am, you know, very confident that you get there. And, you know, you have an excellent team in Thinkcloudly. They are very, very good at what they do. They are very well informed. They are up to date with industry standards. You know, so they are, you know, they are like your best bets, basically, in preparing, especially if you come from a non-IT background. They have very different ways of breaking down the complex, you know, IT systems to you, and you know, you get to understand better, right?
All
And,
right,
you know, I do talk with, yeah.
You're telling us very beautiful story. Can you? You said something. I know somebody's there wondering that, but how did Thinkcloudly, you know, get involved in this beautiful, you know, journey that you've embarked on? You talked about the course. You talked about how they supported you. Can you throw more light on how, you know, you started with the courses, what, you know, you did, and then tell us how you were supported at the level of the interview, even at the level of job search? Can you just tell somebody who is here who could be wondering that, how did you, you know, get over all these steps? And for how long were you know, with Thinkcloudly to get to where you are today?
So I think I started Thinkcloudly in the summer, so it was like August, right? I started my program in August, I believe. It ran for like 2, 3 months. I paid for a complete package, which included like profile marketing. So when I finished my program, Thinkcloudly was applying for jobs for me. They applied jobs for me on my behalf, right? And eventually, when I started securing interviews, they prepared me for the interview basically by taking me through the steps, you know, telling me the kind of questions I should expect, giving me the, you know, this is the way you answer, you know, just preparing me, giving me that experience and confidence to go into the interview, right? So that's a bit of how they supported me, and, you know, it was pretty useful because a lot of the interview prep they did for me is that's what I got to face when I did the actual interview. So I would say, you know, it was pretty, it was very, very useful in terms of, you know, the support they provided from profile marketing, like sending my profile to employers or prospective employers, right? And prepare me for the interview. So those were like two of the, like, apart from the course, those were two of the major ways that I think Team Cloudly supported me in getting this role. Does that answer your question? Can you hear me?
Yes, I think Destiny, we are not able to hear you.
Yeah, I just got muted. Sorry about that. Okay, now that you are in the job, tell me how best can you, you know, tell somebody how Thinkcloudly is supporting you, because knowing that you came from a non-IT background and it's a continuous journey. So do you have anything you want to throw us, you know, throw light to concerning that part of it?
Oh yeah, like again, IT is complex, and I'm in cloud world, right? I'm a solutions architect, so I do with all three hyperscalers. So whenever I'm lost or I'm confused or, you know, I'm in a difficult position, I can always go back to the resources they provided for me. I never message Naim or one of the, you know, engineers on the team and say, oh, you know, can you give me insight into this? Can you help me with that? And they've proven very useful, even now that I've gotten a job, right? So, I mean, all in all, it's a wonderful team. They provide a lot of support, you know, pre-employment, post-employment, during like interview stages. They provide a lot of support, and, you know, they help a lot of people. So I would say, you know, they help regardless. Like I said, pre-employment, post-employment, and like during interviews, they've been able to, you know, show consistency and support, which is what is needed, basically.
All right, that's a very interesting journey. And once more, just like you to kind of advise somebody who is here who is listening to you, just tell them something that can encourage them. I know you spoke earlier, and I know some people came a little bit after you've started talking. So I'll crave your indulgence if you could still just, just give a quick,
I mean,
advice,
my advice is that,
yeah.
you should never give up. Never give up, right? It might not be easy. You might do 5 interviews, you might do 6. It might not be particularly straightforward. Everyone's journey is different, but never give up, right? At the end of the day, is what it, especially if you're looking for that high-paying job. Keep applying. All you need is 1 yes, right? So just keep on keeping on. If you're still in, like, doing your courses, just keep on listening to your, like, whoever's teaching you. They are very good at what they do. They know what they're saying. So just keep listening and keep practicing, and keep applying for those roles. And I'm sure at the end of the day, you get something great.
Okay, thank you very much. I know somebody has asked a question here that what package did you go for with Thinkcloudly, that position of your job? So is it okay for you to answer that, please?
Could you say that again?
There's a question in the chat. Somebody is asking that what package did you go for with Thinkcloudly? What positions were you looking for?
I was looking for a position in cloud, like AWS. And I paid for, I don't remember the exact package I paid for, but I know it included the AWS course, included profile marketing and interview prep. Basically, that's the package I paid for.
Did you
I
say
don't remember
AWS
exactly.
profile marketing?
AWS. Yeah, I mean, I know it included the AWS course where they taught me about, the hyperscalers, building pipelines, checklists, things like that, like the billing and all of that. And then I know that you also included profile marketing, and I know that included interview prep. I don't know exactly what the thing is called now because it was a while ago. I don't remember, but I'm sure Naeem could be able to put it in the chat because he probably remember.
Okay.
So for me, it was AWS, not DevOps.
Okay, AWS or DevOps? Somebody's asking. AWS or DevOps? Okay, great.
AWS.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ibukun. I mean, it's a beautiful story. I know you have encouraged somebody here. I know somebody who has listened to you today, who has come here to join today, is gonna take the right decision. Me, I'm so Christian, and it's my book of life says that whoever puts their hand on the plow does not look back. And I'm very confident that whoever has put their hands on the plow today will not look back. They will go for that job, AWS, GCP, Azure, whatever is on the IT market. Thank you so much, Ibukun. Thank you for coming. Thank you for encouraging somebody. I'm just going to go on out to the next topic of our agenda today. And somebody just quickly asked, what certification did you have in AWS? Can you just quickly answer that, please?
Solutions architect.
Okay. He says solutions architect, but I think there's a lot more that, certifications that you can get in the IT market. It depends on what you go in for, then you can get certified. All right, so we'll take your answers towards the end of the course. We have to go to the end of the webinar. We have to go to the next. Okay, thank you very much. So here, I'm here to talk to you about who we are as Thinkcloudly. Thinkcloudly, it's seriously the best platform. I would say the best platform where you can be transformed from a non-IT person to an IT guru. We've just heard a success story of somebody who was doing finance, and now the person is an AWS IT worker. I did other things today. I'm a SysOps cloud engineer. There are many people who have done different things, who have been Uber drivers, and today they're doing something different. Thinkcloudly, it gives us small classes. The classes are so custom made in a way that we had few people in the classes. There's direct interactions with your teachers. It's not just a recording that you go by online and then you read and then you have questions and doubts and then nobody's helping you. Yeah, these are classes that you take. The durations are adequate for you to get the right material that you need. You have 24/7 support. We offer live projects. It's not just reading, but you have the opportunity to carry on some projects, what you might meet at your job site. And then it's, you have a lifetime access. Once you're registered, you have your account, You keep going back to your recordings, you go back to refresh yourself on the things that you did. You know, sometimes in the job market, when you start your job, you start something that is, you know, you don't do the things that you learn. And then sometimes your job might require you to do some things that you have learned before, which you don't remember. You go back and you have your live access. And then sometimes down sessions, that's what we do. And then it's very affordable. It's so valid for the price. I mean, anyone who has joined will tell you so. We have Thinkcloudly. You have information. You go to info@thinkcloudly.com. The phone number is 1+1 725 710 9949. And you have the website www.thinkcloudly.com. So you have the details on the screen. If you don't hear me, you can screenshot this page and get everything. Then you can go to the website and you can get more details. And you can also see testimonies of people. There are live videos there that people can tell you their journey, their success stories. Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This is Naman, your friend and brother for so many of you. I know that a lot of people over here know me very well. We have interacted so many times. Okay. And so right now, why are we here today? So we are here today for a purpose, and that purpose is just to understand the right procedure to land a job, okay, or to pre-plan that how can we actually get that job opening for us. Now, there are plenty of job opportunities in the market, and there are plenty of people who are looking for it. So how can you stand out of the crowd just to make sure that you get that job opening? And that's very important for all of us who are joining here, right? So when we actually hit the market, there are three things which we have to take care. Okay, so we have to take care of right procedure. So that is one thing which we have to always remember, that whether we are following or first we have to understand that whether we are on the right procedure or not, or following the right procedure or not. Okay, so we just need to understand that procedure, right process. Second, we have to make sure that we are utilizing all the job search platforms effectively. Now, a lot of people, when anyone who is looking for a job, you guys go to LinkedIn, you guys go to different platforms like Glassdoor, maybe Indeed, Monster, and you apply jobs. But is that what you should do only, or is there anything else you can do? How can you effectively utilize these job search platforms? Okay, and the third is the networking. That how networking can really help you in such a way that it's going to be very helpful when you meet your friends. Okay, and when you basically make sure that you are connecting with the right people. In a day, you can connect with 100 of people, but it's important that you understand whether you are connecting with right people or not. Okay, so now we'll start one by one. And the first thing is understanding the procedure, the right procedure. Okay. Okay. So now when we are trying to understand the right procedure, everyone, we have to understand that there are total five steps, okay, to search the job process. Okay, job search process, we have total 5 process. Okay, always remember, first, polish your professional brand. This is very important. That let's imagine there is a guy who is John. Okay, John is looking for a job. So can any one of you tell me in the Zoom chat that what is important for John to build a personal brand or a professional brand? What is important, everyone? What do you think? So can we all use, and can we make this session more interactive, everyone? Can we use the Zoom chat, and help me to understand what is important? So if John wants to build or polish the professional brand, what is that important thing which someone has to focus on? So make sure, yes, exactly. So some of you are saying that it's very important to have a good profile. Okay. It's very important to have a good profile. So we make a lot of, we make a lot of profiles, and we make a lot of, resume and CV, right? So what happens that we have to make sure that when we are creating our, resume, we are mentioning all the skills properly. Okay. We are mentioning all the experience properly. Let's imagine you have done some personal projects. Okay. Try to show those projects as experience, as a work experience in your resume. Try to add all the skills which is high in demand. So you have to understand which skills are high in demand. Okay. So when you are building a good profile, make sure that your resume has all the necessary skills which are hot in the market. Okay, that's one. Second, you have to make sure all the projects which you have done through YouTube, through Thinkcloudly, through your own, you are mentioning those projects as work experience. And when you mention that as a work experience, that really helps you to build that good profile. Okay. And that's how you polish your skills. You polish your professional brand. Okay. With having a good resume or good CV. And also you can have some social media profiles, like having LinkedIn profile. So that's also something where you can try to, polish your profile by posting a lot of different projects you are working on. Okay. So use LinkedIn and post a lot of different projects on it. Second job search procedure is, or second step is, research potential employers. Now, this is very important. Okay, let's imagine that John would like to research potential employers. Okay, John would like to find out which is that right employer he should apply. There are 1 million organizations in the world. Okay, so how does John know that he has to apply for that right job? So how can you guys guess that how can they find out that, how can they find out that one employer they should apply job for? Can anyone tell me? Out of 1 million organization, okay, out of 1 million organizations, you have to find out that one potential, employer who might give you the job. So how can you find out? Everyone, please use the Zoom chat and tell me one. What do you think? Everyone, please participate. What do you think? How can someone find the right potential? So you have to find the right employer who may give you the job. There are so many organizations in the world, right? So how will you find that one employer, or maybe 10 employers, where the potential of getting the job is very high? Guys, please. Okay, some of you are saying job description that matches to your profile. Yes. Skill set on the resume. Research the organization. Yes, research the organization, right? What else? Everyone, what else? So that if I tell you that how you can find the right and potential employer, then the first thing, always remember to follow your friend who is already in IT. Okay. I think many of us have so many friends in the network, right? So you have to follow that friend, that where is he working? Is he working for Microsoft? Is he working for Google? Is he working for Tesla? Is he working for Apple? Follow that. Because if your friend coming from non-IT background can land a job in that organization, it means that is your, that is the right potential employer who can also offer job to you, right? If let's say John has a friend, Mr. Tom, okay? Mr. Tom was able to land a job in JP Morgan. Okay. So and Tom was not having any previous background in IT, but JP Morgan hired Tom. Okay. It means JP Morgan is that potential employer who can also get you the job. So JP Morgan becomes your one potential employer who can help you to get a job. Okay. Second, you have to make sure that which is that employer which is posting so many job opportunities on on many platforms. So probably Microsoft is posting a lot of jobs on LinkedIn, or Microsoft is posting a lot of jobs on on different platforms, Indeed. So you have to find out that if that employer is hiring people in bulk, it means that's the real potential employer. You understand what I mean? So make sure that you perform auditing on different organizations and find out which is that organization which is hiring in bulk. Because when organization hires in bulk, they just they are very potential employers which can really land you a job. So these are the two tricks or two tips which you always keep in mind that you have to follow to make sure that you get there at the earliest. You get that job at the earliest. Okay. Okay. Now, there is a third step which we all have to follow, that is setting up realistic goals. I mean, this is something which we have to understand a little more. So let me ask you a question. So let's imagine John has to set some realistic goals, right? So what should those goals be according to all of you? Everyone, please participate. I love everyone participating. That really helped me to feel motivated and share some deep tricks with you. And that will really help you. I promise you, everyone. So please tell me, if John has to set some realistic goals, so what those goals should be according to you. Everyone, please use the Zoom chat and tell us that what goals should that be to find a job for John. If John wants to find a job, what should be that goal? Okay, so we're saying 50 applications a day. Very good, Sue. I mean, very good. Time frame, very good. Very good. Time frame is very good thing which you're saying, which is very important. Time frame. Okay, what else, guys? What else? What is that goal? What is that realistic goal according to you that John should focus on? One of the goals should also be career growth and progress, not about money. True. Very good. You're very right. What else? What else? Understanding his own current skill sets, Festus, right? So understanding current skill sets. Okay, what else? Wages. So some people, they look for money. They want 6 figures job, right? Then, so you look for, you set your goal. That's right. What else? What is that realistic goal according to job finding? Everyone, update on skills. Okay, what else? Growth potential and skill sets. What else, guys? Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Now let me tell you, setting up realistic goals is very important. Okay, people, they want $200,000 job in just one shot. Okay, maybe some of us is aspiring that I start making 200,000 next year. Okay, so that is one which is not realistic, at all. It is not realistic. Our first realistic goal is to find a job. Okay, our goal is not to focus on $200,000 right now. Our goal is to focus on job, and this is realistic. Some of the students, they come to me and tell me, hey Naman, is there any way I can find internship? I'm okay. If they don't pay me, I'm okay. But I want to do internship for free. So those guys are doing justice because they are new to IT. They want to experience IT and they want to land a job. So our first realistic goal is to land a job. This is our first focus, not money. Okay. And as one of you were saying about money, money is not your first goal. Your first goal is to land a job in IT. Okay. That gives you more experience. And I tell you one thing, this $200,000 will follow you. And I'm very sure there's a student who is in touch with me. He got the job, and after 2 years, he started making $220,000. So you can imagine that he accepted a job even with less pay, but he was in IT, and later money followed him. And the same case with John. If John get a job first in IT, he experiences it, and then he switches the job, he will be able to get more money. Second, Now, second realistic goal is some people, they think that if they complete the program in 7 weeks, they will be able to get a job in 8 weeks, okay, which is 2 months or maybe 3 months. Guys, you have to accept this. It's not possible that you are going to get the job in 8 weeks. Okay, when the program takes 7 weeks and you imagine to get a job in 8 weeks, that is not a realistic goal. That is unrealistic. So you have to plan it realistically. If you say 6 months, that's a good time frame. If you say 4 months, that's also a good time frame. If you say 3 months, that is tight, but that's okay. But if you say like 7 weeks of course and you'll start working immediately after 7 weeks, that is not realistic. Okay, so what do you think, guys? Is it realistic that if the course is for 7 weeks and you will land a job in 7 weeks, is it realistic? Is it realistic, everyone? What do you think? No, right? So that's why be ready. Okay, be ready. So it's important. Okay. Third, right skills. Okay, guys, make sure that, by having one skill, it can be a little tough. Let's say if I have AWS skills, I totally understand that AWS skills is very hot in the market. I'll be able to land a job with AWS just like Ibukon did, right? But keep adding skills, keep adding DevOps with it, keep adding Scrum with it. It's not just I'm trying to sell something to you. It's all about that you are trying to upskill yourself by any means. You're going through journals, you're going through some podcast, you're going through on the Google, you're going through some YouTube videos, you are asking for more sessions from us, you are going and enrolling in our sessions more. Keep building those skills until you land a job. So there are students, they signed up for 5 courses with us, and they had a realistic goal that they will keep building the skills until they are ready for IT. Okay, IT needs someone who is completely ready to work in IT. So make sure that you are making yourself ready. Okay, so everyone, what are the 3 things which John needs to get a job? Can everyone type it in the chat and tell me what are those 3 realistic goals which everyone or maybe John should focus on? So what are those three important realistic goals? Time frame. What else? What else? Getting a job, not the money. Okay. What's the third one? Skills. Building more and more skills. Upskilling yourself. Keep upskilling yourself. Okay. Because if you skill yourself more, you will be able to sell yourself more. Always remember, if you're able to skill yourself more, you will be able to sell yourself more. Okay. Interview is all about selling yourself or selling your own skills to the interviewer. Okay, moving ahead. It's important. So the 4th step is know the job you want. Okay, so I'll give you a scenario. Again, John is looking for a job. Okay, so guys, this is a question for everyone. John is looking for a job. There are lot of profiles in the market, job profiles in the market. So Scrum Master, DevOps, cybersecurity, project manager. So what John did, John created one resume with all the skills. So he had the skills for AWS, he had the skills for DevOps, he had the skills for cybersecurity, he had the skill for project manager, he had the skill for Scrum Master. Within one resume, he tried to use that one resume with all the jobs. Is this a good idea? Is this a good idea, everyone? No, it's not. It's not a good idea. You know why? Because you should focus on something, you should focus on something which is going to give you results. So you need to know where are you going ahead. Okay. You may skill yourself more and more by attending more and more programs, by doing a lot of different projects. You can keep skilling yourself. Okay. Keep upskilling yourself. There's no problem with that. But the problem is that when you are applying for a job, the employer needs someone who is expert of it. employer does not need someone who is expert of all. Okay. So when John is applying for a job, his resume has to focus on something which is actually giving the right results. Okay. So when you are applying for a job for a Scrum Master, your resume should talk about, Scrum Master. So your focus area should be one. Okay. When one of you is learning Scrum Master, you should focus on Scrum Master only. If you are learning DevOps, then you have to focus only on DevOps. And that's why you will be able to focus more, upskill yourself in the same field more with number of projects and everything. Okay. So guys, we have to focus. We have to focus on one, on one job or one job skill more. Okay. You can keep learning more and more. Let's say if you are learning AWS, you can combine it with DevOps. That's good because it's a good combination. Okay. But make sure that you are updating your resume and then you are applying for that job, which requires you to have AWS and DevOps. This will really help you. So make sure that when you apply any job, your resume fits with it. Okay. The last step which you have to focus here is you have to stay organized. Okay. Now what people do, a lot of people, they come to me and you know what they do? On day one, they will apply 500 jobs. On day two, they will apply 250 jobs. And on day 7, they will apply no job because they don't apply jobs. Okay. So what happens? They're not consistent. You apply 10 jobs every day with the right research. That's good. You don't have to apply 500 jobs within one day. You apply only 10 jobs, but you apply with consistently with proper research. That's important. Okay. So make sure that you are consistent. When you say stay organized, you stay organized with consistency. So you have to follow the consistency. Okay. What is the meaning of consistency? That when you are applying job, you don't have to rush. Like one day you felt motivated because you heard Ibukun today, you feel more motivated, you go home, you apply 500 jobs, and tomorrow you don't apply any job. That doesn't work. You have to keep applying. You have to keep maintaining that consistency. So to stay organized, consistency is a very big factor. So make sure that you are consistent. Okay. That's one thing. Second, you have to make sure that, when you are upskilling yourself, okay, you are, reading every day. You are taking out some time every day. I have made one promise to myself. Whenever I go to bed, I always spend 30 minutes to 1 hour to read something, to watch some videos, to keep learning something new, right? And that's how I always skill myself. So whenever you are skilling yourself, right, you have to make sure you are skilling yourself again with consistency. Okay. So you are applying right jobs, you're skilling yourself. That's very important. Staying organized is very important. And these are the 5 steps in job search procedure. This is the first point which we wanted to discuss, that how to, we wanted to understand the job search procedure. And this was one of it. Okay. Now, moving on to the second part, which is utilizing job search platform. Okay, so guys, can anyone tell me, John is trying to apply for job. So which job search platform he should use? Can anyone tell me, please, that which job search platforms he should be using? What do you think? Indeed, LinkedIn. What else? What else, guys? What do you think? Glassdoor, LinkedIn. Yes. What else? What else, guys? Glassdoor, LinkedIn. Which platform should John consider to apply jobs? All online platforms. ZipRecruiter. Yes. Reads, Dice. Yes. LinkedIn. Yes. All of the above, Precious. Yeah. Guys, please remember one thing. There are thousands of job platforms in the market. But you know what? All the platform are of no use. You cannot say that, that like you can use any platform to apply jobs. It's like you're firing nowhere without even knowing that, which platform is helpful. There are some popular platforms, okay, which we should always utilize. Okay, so you have to identify the job search platforms, the right job platforms. That's very important. Okay, there are thousands of job search platforms. Just don't blindly apply everywhere. Okay, always remember, don't apply everywhere. Okay, you have to prioritize, like Indeed. Okay, Indeed you can use. It has little less results, but still you can use it. Second, you can use LinkedIn. LinkedIn has helped always. To me personally, to my students, it has always helped. So you can prioritize this one. Then you have Glassdoor. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard about Glassdoor, but Glassdoor is also one of a very sweet platform where you can apply jobs. And I'm going to show you something on Glassdoor today, which is going to help you a lot. Okay, so guys, who is excited to see something interesting on Glassdoor? Is everyone exciting to see something, on Glassdoor? Okay, so let me just show you real quick. So I'm just gonna go and show you like what Glassdoor offers. Okay, so that you guys can actually use it. Okay, so let me just quickly open 1 second. Okay, so it's glassdoor.com. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? Everyone, hope you can see my screen, my Safari window. Okay, awesome. This is a platform which is used to apply jobs. That's one thing, but it also gives you a lot of other insights. Okay, and you have to see how you have to utilize this tool. Okay, so over here, whenever you are looking for a job, let's say I'm looking for a job, cloud engineering jobs in United States, I can come over here, and over here you can see that it gives you a lot of options where you can apply jobs. Okay, it gives you a lot of options. Now it gives you a very good option, which is job alerts. You can set job alerts. Okay, I remember that I set up job alert maybe 2 years back. Still, I receive emails from Glassdoor every day. Okay, so you go to my account. When you go to my account, scroll down. Oh, 1 second, right over here. Maybe on. Oh, sorry. One second. So again, I'll show you. So we'll basically we'll go on the top right corner, click on my account, and on the left hand side, you have email notification option. So when you click on this, right, you will find there is a job alert option. So you can type which job you are looking for. Let's say I'm looking for cloud engineer. So I'll just click on it, and where I want it on, like in United States, anywhere in the United States. And I can create this alert. So when I create this alert, this platform is going to shortlist some of the very good options and going to send me regularly. So you can see over here, it's going to send me every day some good options. And this is really important, and this is really good. Okay, so you can set these, Glassdoor job alerts. Same job alerts option you will find on LinkedIn as well. Okay, but this one also works, and even LinkedIn also works, but I find this one more effective. After that, there's one good thing which I want to tell you. Over here, let's say that you are applying for a job in Siemens. Okay, Siemens is an organization, and you are applying jobs over there. So let's say if I go to Siemens, okay, Siemens website, and I search Siemens over here on Glassdoor, go to interview section. Trust me, guys, this is very good. So over here, you can go and see what kind of questions were asked. Okay, I mean, you can see some of the procedure that what were asked. Let's say if someone was interviewing for software developer, okay, someone was interviewing as software engineer. So you can find some good things about that organization, their style of hiring. So if you're applying for JP Morgan, or if you're applying for Microsoft, you will find tons of interview experiences over here, which you can explore. And this will give you a real good thing. Okay, so always remember to come over here, explore interviews part of Siemens, or maybe different any company. Let's say if I go and see for Tesla, I come here and Tesla, and I want to see the interview experience in Tesla, how it goes. So you can click on it and you can find. So you can read through it. If you might find it interesting, you might find it difficult, you might find it easy. So you can just go through it. Okay, it may not help you all the time, but it may help you some of the time. So I mean, Glassdoor is one of the very good option. Okay, so now, so identifying relevant job search platform is very important. LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Dice, ZipRecruiter. These are very popular one, and you can use them. Even Monster is very good one. Okay, but you have to prioritize only some of them, not all of them. There are so many consultancies you will find in the market. They are trying to fool you. Just don't get in. Just don't get. Just don't get convinced by them. Follow these platforms. These platforms are really good. Create a standout profile. This is very important, guys. I have LinkedIn profile and I love my LinkedIn profile. Probably you may not, but I love my LinkedIn profile. You know why? Because LinkedIn profile has given me an opportunity to express myself. Okay. So if I show you my LinkedIn profile real quick. So guys, you have to create a profile which really helps in order to make sure you attract a lot of recruiters. Okay. So if you look at my profile, I created this background over here with all my achievements, whatever I have achieved in the past. I have some certifications, badges I have put over here. I went for some exhibitions in the past. I put it over here. You can keep, create something that as soon as recruiter comes to your profile, he or she finds it interesting. Then have a good tagline. Okay, upload your resume, write about yourself something interesting. Okay, and you can upload your certifications, you can talk about your education, you get some recommendations. So this is the best thing which you can do to stand out of the crowd. There are so many people who are applying for the same job, but this is how you can make yourself different from others by having a very strong profile. Okay, and always remember one thing, guys. LinkedIn, if you consider LinkedIn as a best platform, keep posting something on LinkedIn. Always keep posting something on LinkedIn. Let's say you could able to complete your one project on serverless, post it here. Okay, if you're able to complete one case study on Scrum Master, post it here. So keep posting something over here. People will look at it, people will find you. Okay, use right tags. So if you see in every if you see in every post, you will find that there are some tags. I am not able to show you right now. See, let's say over here, you can see that they have added this tag. You can add multiple tags to it. So it will go to a bigger market. So you can create your social presence. Okay. We have already talked about setting up the job alerts. Okay. And we have also talked about the customizing your job application. So whenever you apply for a job, make sure you do right edits to your profile, to your resume, and use social media platforms a lot. LinkedIn is one of the social media platform, but also sometimes, there are so many groups you will find on LinkedIn. Let's say I want to search for a AWS jobs. You can go and look for a group. If you find a groups over here, so you will find these groups where you can see a lot of people post jobs. You can use these platforms to apply jobs. This is also a very good way to find a job. Okay, so this is all about utilizing job search platform. Guys, can you quickly tell me what is our learning from this slide? What is our learning for all of us? Can everyone give one single point which you are taking away from this slide? So what are you going to do next now, everyone? So what are you going to do? So what do you think, guys, that after this slide, you will always remember? Yes, working on your profile, Moses, that's very good. What else? What else, guys? Engage more on social media platform. Yes. Enhance my LinkedIn profile and update regularly. Very good, Don. Setting alerts, setting job alerts is very important. Maybe on LinkedIn, maybe on Glassdoor, you can do it. Yes. Yeah, interview section, Rotimi, that's very good. That you are going to focus on interview sections of our company so that it may give you some highlights. polish up your resume. That's very good. So guys, I think you guys are taking away something good today. I'm very happy to see the people you guys are replying. Customize your application. That's really, really important, everyone. Yes, you're right. Optimize your profile. Try to create group profile on social media. Yes, you're right. Okay. So we'll be moving on to our last section where I'm going to talk about the third thing, which many of you were actually talking about, networking. And we have discussed this even in the past, and you know that networking always helps. Okay. I want to tell you one story. So when I started, like long back, when I started applying for jobs after my school, after my college, after my university, I started applying jobs. Okay. Then one of my friend, he got the job quicker than me. Like I was searching for a job and he got the job within 1 month. I took 2 months of time to get a job, but he got the job within 1 month. He did one magic, he did one magic, and because of that magic, he got the job, you know, very fast. Do you know what was that magic? What did he do to land a job quicker than me? What do you think? What's that magic, everyone? What's that magic, everyone? Networking, yes, networking, but yes, what's that magic? Guys, what he did, he actually started in the last year of the university, he started creating a strong network of seniors or people, who are already working. He started reaching out to every one of them and, sending the resume, requesting them if they can refer. He started doing that networking much before than me, and he was not having that skills. I was so focused. I was a geek. I used to study a lot. He never used to study a lot, but he had a good networking skills, and he could able to land a job even before me. Always remember, everyone, networking plays a very important role. Okay, so you have to make sure that you are reaching out to all your seniors. Okay, you're focusing on the networking part. So on LinkedIn, I give you some tips. On LinkedIn, make friends with some recruiters. Okay, some recruiters friends. So people who are actively hiring, get in connections with them. On LinkedIn, do your friendship with people who have already got the job. So you have to send the connection request to people in your network who have got the job already. So stay in the good connection with them. Request them if they can help you to get a referral. So that, when they apply job for you, when they refer you in their organization, your chances of getting in the interview rounds increases. Okay. So that's very important. Okay. So what else, according to you guys, what do you think, what else we need to build a good network? What do you think, guys? Everyone, what do you think? Everyone, what do you think? What else? How should we create a good network of people? Okay, so always remember these two things always, where you are building a friends with recruiters on LinkedIn, and you are also in connection with friends who have already got the job. That's one thing. Second thing which you always have to remember, which is informational interviews. You know what is this? Guys, always remember that whenever you meet someone who is in IT already, okay, let's say you meet me, I'm in IT, you meet Destiny, who is already in IT, you meet someone like Ibukun, who is already in IT. Whenever you meet these people, these kind of people, ask a lot of questions. Okay, ask about their interview process, that how did they make it into interview. Okay, ask about interview process, ask what skills they have focused on. So today, the idea of bringing these people in this webinar is that you can ask questions. Today I saw that only few of them asked questions with Ibukun, but you have the opportunity. You can ask every second Saturday or third Saturday when we have this session. Ask plenty of questions. These people will give you those steps which they have followed. Maybe that one trick can help you out. Okay, so always remember that you are taking a lot of interviews. for those people who are already in IT or who have started their journey already in IT. Okay, then you have to, I mean, these are the two things which you should be focusing on more and more. So being in community means that always join those groups where you think that it's going to be very helpful. So there are LinkedIn groups, there are Facebook groups you can join. You can post that, you can post that I'm looking for a job. There are so many people who can help you out. So be part of the community, and you will find so many communities out there. Over here, these groups are the communities. Join these groups. Post that you need some, you need a job. Post there will be so many people who will be ready to hire you, who will be ready to give you job. So be part of this community. Networking is always done through friends, being in community, okay, being in touch with a lot of good people. That's how you do networking. And it is, networking gets stronger, not just in one day. It takes over a period of time. So whatever networking you do today, that will be helpful even after 20 years. So make sure networking is the investment for the future. Okay, even after 40 years, there will be one person who will be meeting you, and will be guiding you, or will be giving you some opportunity. And that's how I always see it. I always go back to my seniors whom I met 11 years back or 20 years, 15 years back. And I always talk to them. I always gather some information. If they have opportunity, they refer me. So that's how you should build your networking, and you have to be in the community where you are trying to get into. Okay. So this is it, guys. Everyone, this is what we actually learned today. So these are the three things which you have to always remember. Understand the job search process. Utilize the job search platforms. This is second, more effectively. And the third, networking. When you do networking, keep doing the informational interviews with with those people who are already in IT to get more insights. Okay. So this is it. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you liked the session. Everyone, did you enjoy the session or not? What do you think? Do you want these sessions coming up every now and then? What do you think, guys? Was it helpful?